Hey YouTube, Maddie's Daddy 12, Team JMT, here with Emmy Helm. That is the Slugger 13 something or other. Whatever, I don't know. It's Shane Helm's wife. So this is the second installment of our Real Housewives of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Emmy actually fits that profile entirely because you are a housewife, correct?
Yes, I am.
Awesome.
Don't work.
Don't
Stay
work.
home.
3 kids?
3 mean kids.
3 mean kids. Awesome. Um, so what are your thoughts about having a grown man in your house playing a quote-unquote children's card game?
I think it's pretty funny, actually, but I don't really see the difference in him playing a card game as of going hunting or fishing or watching the Super Bowl. I guess every man has to have their outlet. And if that's his, then that's his. I'll support him.
Cool. Recently we've gone to, we went to Columbus and we've got like a couple events coming up pretty soon in Nashville and Louisville and stuff. What's your thoughts on him traveling like that far to go to play Yu-Gi-Oh?
It doesn't bother me as long as it doesn't interfere with plans that we might have for our family. If we have the kids on the weekend, because the older two have to go to their father's house, that aggravates me because I feel like if he's got time with the oldest 2 kids, then he should spend time with them instead of going and playing cards. But other than that, I mean...
See, that touches on another video that I posted not too long ago. Does this ever interfere with family life?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I feel like the cards are more important. Like, we're secondary and his cards come first. But...
Does it really seem that way, or is it just in the moment it seems that way?
I guess
and
it's
then
in
afterwards,
the moment.
and then afterwards, whenever the smoke clears, you realize that it's...
Like, if he's, sitting there arranging his cards and the baby's into something and I'm trying to do something and I'm like, Shane, the baby. He's like, I've got my cards out, that kind of thing. And I'm like, oh! I'm here with her all day and you come home and I understand that you need a break, but I need a break too and you need to get away from them cards and tend to our baby.
Shane, take notes of this, okay? You need to pay attention to this. You need to watch this video more than anybody else. So, how much money do you guys spend on the game? Is it much, or?
I really don't know. I don't tell Shane what he can and can't do, and if we have the money for him to do it, then it's okay with me, as long as if there's something that I want, like a new CD, or a movie, or a book, or something along those lines, then he
as long as it's give and take, as long as you get what you want, then he gets what he wants.
Right.
That's cool. Did he ever talk to you about playing? Did you ever play the game?
No, but he tries to tell me stuff sometimes, and or like I could hear him on the phone talking to people, and I'm like, what in the world does that mean? What is that?
So you hear him talking to me?
Yeah, I hear him talking to you and John and a few others. Taylor, I think is the boy's man. I'm not for sure how old he is.
That's funny. Has he gotten your son into it?
Yeah, somewhat. I don't think Bonham really grasp it. I think it's just the thought of him doing something with his daddy Shane. He doesn't really understand the game yet. Shane mentioned about getting him some kind of Yu-Gi-Oh training mat or training something to help him for Christmas, to learn. Because he works a lot, so he don't really have a whole lot of time to actually sit down and teach Bonham how to play. But, I mean, as long as they have that bond, something that they can do together, then that's fine.
That's cool. Would you ever be interested in going to one of the events?
No.
No?
No. No offense.
No offense?
I'd rather go to Dave Matthews' concert or...
Well, I'm just saying, we go to Louisville, we go to Nashville. I mean, you can go to the mall while we're hanging out with all the guys.
Louisville's a cool place to go, but I'd rather go, to, the Cherry Bomb or ear ecstasy. Or...
You'd rather go to one of the bars.
No, that's a music shop and a vintage clothing store, actually.
Take note, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or YugiTube. Find an attractive woman and she will take you to bars while you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! What are your thoughts about the game? I mean, do you really care about it or anything? No.
No, I played Magic when I was in high school and I really liked it, but it's been like 10 years since I've touched it. And I tried to get into Yu-Gi-Oh, but I just felt like it was not quite the same.
There's a stigma that gets put with Yu-Gi-Oh as far as being like a children's game because of the cartoon.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe that's why it didn't interest me as much as Magic had before, but...
Do you feel ashamed to say something to somebody about your husband playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
No.
Because of that?
No, actually, I not really make fun of him, but I'll say, well, my, 20-something-year-old husband's going to play Yu-Gi-Oh! kind of thing.
That's funny.
I love Shane for who he is, and if Yu-Gi-Oh! Floats his boat, and that makes him happy, then that's fine.
That's cool. Alright, YouTube. Second installment of Real Housewives of Yu-Gi-Oh! Thank you, Emmy. Make sure you subscribe. Oh, you want a handshake? I got a handshake. Awesome. Comment down below. Show us how much you love us.